whispers in a cloud of white. The only conversation in the night. The piano wanders like a leaf on tea. Finally there's no one left but me. I'm turning off the echoes of the crowd. The heavy voices that were far too loud. The world is shrinking to this velvet chair. I breathe the coolness of the midnight air. A sub-bass heartbeat, gentle and profound. A secret rhythm in the lack of sound. 150 sparks within the mind, leaving all the frantic years behind. I'm bathing in a sovereign kind of silence, far away from all the hollow violence. The violin is a ribbon made of light, dancing through the hollow of the night. In the expansive reverb of my soul, I'm finally feeling quiet, finally whole. A breathy whisper, soft and full of grace, the king of this abandoned holy space. Let the jelly come, a warm organic glow, watching how the inner shadows flow. I am the keeper of this golden hour, a gentle kind of peace, a quiet power. The strings are stretching like a waking dream, flowing down a wide and crystal stream. The pulse is constant, steady as a star. I like exactly who and where we are. No more searching for a mirror's view. No more trying to be someone new. Let the reverb take the world away. In this stillness, I will always stay. Sovereign silence. The light is low. Piano drifting in the glow. Alone. The altitude is climbing through the blue, searching for a frequency that leads to you. The piano drops like ice into the deep, a promise that a machine tried to keep. I'm reading codes upon a flickering screen, the ghost of every place I've never been. The air is cold and thin inside the wire, a hollow choir for a dying fire. A sub-bass pulse, a heavy rhythmic heart, breaking all the distance into parts. 150 flashes in the night, chasing down the last of the satellite light. I'm sending out a long telemetry across the desert of the silent sea. The violin is a needle in the dark, searching for a faint electric spark in the expansive reverb of the sky. I'm watching every star begin to die. A breathy whisper, distant and alone. A transmission to the great unknown. Johnny's hum a only song to a shadow that has been way too long. I am a witness to the drifting void where the memory of us was destroyed. The strings are stretching thin across the haze, like the ending of 1,000 different days. The pulse is steady, cold and calculated, a lonely signal that's been underrated. If I'm lost between the ones and zeros, the source, piano drifting off the course, waiting. Red light bathing every corner of the room, a quiet garden where the shadows bloom. The piano ripples like a chemical tray, washing all the certainties away. I'm dipping memories in a shallow bag, trying to find the ghost of a different path. The texture of your skin begins to show in a soft and monochromatic glow. A heavy pulse beneath the dark room floor, a rhythmic knocking on a locked up door. 150 flashes of the past. Nothing in this frame was built to last. Caught in the process of a slow reveal, trying to remember how to really feel. The violin is a sharp and silver line, cutting through the days I thought were mine. In the expansive reverb of the dark, I'm waiting for a single lonely spark, a breathy whisper as the edges clear. Everything I lost is suddenly here. subway shivers like a nervous lung, while the heavy velvet drapes are hung. I am a witness to the fading light, a developer of the deepest night. The electronic hum, a sterile tune underneath the glow of a neon moon. I've memorized the grain upon your face, lost inside this liquid frozen space. Let the colors bleed into the gray, let the morning take the rest away. If I vanish in the selling sea, at least the image will be part of me. Drifting in a sea of cold, a story that the satellite has told. The piano rings like iron on the frost, calculating everything I've lost. I'm staring at the ceiling's empty map, falling through a cinematic trap. No more gravity to pull me down beyond the lights of this forgotten town. The sub-bass vibrates in the hollow bone, a radio that's singing all alone. 150 flickers in the dark, searching for a single ancient spark. I'm caught inside an orbital decay, watching as the daylight slips away. The violin is a silver streak of pain across the desert of a frozen brain. In the expansive reverb of the stars, I'm healing all these geometric scars. A breathy whisper, low and thin, where the silence ends and I begin. For every single choice I didn't make, the pulse is constant, mechanical and deep, while the rest of the world has gone to sleep. If I'm a ghost inside the mainframe, I've forgotten my own secret name. Let the echo take the weight of me into the deep dark infinity, orbital decay. Gravity is gone, piano in the void, waiting for the dawn. There's a blueprint drawn in gray, a map of everywhere I ran away. The piano hits like salt upon a bruise, in a game where I have nothing left to lose. I'm standing where the oxygen is thin, tracing the map beneath my heavy skin. No more faces in the crowded street, just the friction of the concrete and my feet. A subterranean hum, a low and growl, watching the shadows on the midnight prowl. 150 flashes in the brain, trying to wash away the digital rain. I'm building a cathedral out of dust, a sanctuary for the things I trust. The violin is a wire pulled too tight, screaming through the hollow of the night. In the expansive wash of the machine, I'm searching for the space in between, a breathy whisper in a world of stone, learning how to be alone. The sub-bass is a heartbeat in the dark, searching for a faint organic spark. I'm a carbon copy of a ghost I knew, fading in the static, fading out of view. The electric calyx pulse against my chest, a restless engine that will never rest. I've memorized the silence of the room, wrapped inside this cinematic gloom. Let the reverb swallow every word, the most beautiful sound you've never heard. If I disappear into the sound, I'll finally be on solid ground. Carbon blueprint, lines in the air. The piano remains, and I'm nowhere. Nowhere.
Though in a greenhouse holds its breath, in a delicate dance of life and death, white lace frosting on the window pane, while the piano mimics frozen rain. I'm tracing circles on the silver leaf, a quiet sanctuary for my grief. The steam is rising from a porcelain cup, waiting for the stars to gather up. A clockwork rhythm in the heavy deep, waking up the secrets that I keep. 150 flickers of the soul, trying to make the broken pieces whole. We're blooming like petals made of glass, watching the lonely seasons pass. The violin is a wire in the wind, tracing the places where we sin. In the expansive echo of the hall, like a dormant earth, giving a hollow kind of sorrow birth. I am a specimen under the light, preserved in the amber of the night. No more searching for a steady hand, I'm a kingdom built on shifting sand. The electronic pulse is a silver thread, sewing the words that were never said. If the glass should shatter, let it ring. Let the strings become a living thing, a symphony of fragments in the air, lost in the silence of a prayer. Glass petals, sharp and clear, falling upward. I am still here. Motes of dust are dancing in the beam, caught between a memory and a dream. The piano counts the seconds one by one, counting down the setting of the sun. I feel the texture of the quiet air, like a ribbon tangled in my hair. No more ghosts are knocking at my door. I don't wait for footsteps anymore, but the sub-bass hums a hollow tune underneath the pale and paper moon. Every heartbeat strikes a different chord, a silent battle of velvet sword, spinning in a frame of static gold stories that will never be retold. The violin is pulling at the tide, with a lonely constellation tide. We are suspended in a vast delay, watching all the colors fade to gray. In this rush of rhythm, soft and fast, I have found a way to make it last. The thin gust of the breeze, a heavy sigh, painting neon circles in my eye. I'm a passenger on a phantom train, gliding through the desert of my brain. Everything is sharp and out of reach, like a broken shell upon the beach. I'm listening to the space between the notes, where the spirit of the music floats. Faster now, the pulse begins to climb, breaking through the texture of time. If I shatter, let me turn to light, a million tiny stars across the night. Static gold in the rushing fall, closer, the city is slowing down while the wires hum a silver sound. I'm tracing the edge of a porcelain sky where the birds of static learn to fly. The piano keys are cold to touch. I never thought I'd miss this much. The weight of your shadow against the wall, waiting for the heavy rain to fall. 150 beats per breath, dancing on the edge of life and death. A soft vibration in the floor. I don't know who I am anymore. Lost in the wash of a vast river, the kind of ache you can't disturb. The violin is a velvet knife, cutting through the layers of my life. I'm drifting out on a glass horizon, watching a sun that's never rising. Hold me in the pulse, hold me in the blur, in the memory of the way we were. Begins to moan, a kingdom made of skin and bone. I'm whisper secrets to the synth, lost inside your velvet labyrinth. The strings are pulling at the air, a ghostly touch that isn't there. In the space between the digital sighs, I see the flickering of your eyes. Let the echo drown the silence start to bloom. If I'm a signal lost at sea, don't come back to rescue me. Just a breath, just a fraying thread on the glass horizon. Dawn is pulling on the windowsill, spilling over ivory, cold and still. In every grain of wood my fingers trace, I find the ghost of a forgotten place. The shadows in the alley know our names, fading embers of the former flames. Like a violin that's weeping in the dark, memory is just a stray wandering spark. A steady pulse, a rimming beat, where the ghost of your voice and the silence meet. Even the softest, lightest tremor in the air shakes the ocean hidden deep down there. At the edge of this stream, stretching so wide, I'm still drifting on your restless tide. I reach for the echo, the gold and the gray, but like transparent mist, you slip away. If I could win back the clock, turn the key, would I find the us that used to be in this melody that blurs and starts to bloom? I'd gladly stay within this hollow room. I keep to myself. The clouds are heavy, leaning on the glass. Sweat trotter pulses, watch the hours pass as the sub bass hums beneath my feet. The weight of longing makes the I don't mind if I am never found. As long as these ripples keep moving on, I'll find your shore before the light is gone. Fading away. Found your sweater in the backseat, dust on the glass, late June. Some faded picture in the visor, me half asleep on you. Traffic lights bleeding in the rear view. We hummed along off-key. Funny how nothing really mattered till it turned into memory. You're the flicker and the static of my mind, little ghost in the glow. When I close my eyes, every quiet room turns into that night. You're the echo I keep chasing in the light. If I reach out, will you still feel right? Or are you just a shadow on the drive, fading slow, past the edge of my inside? Box of letters in the closet, folded corners, coffee stains. Your name circling my heartbeat like a song I can't explain. I still know the way you whispered every secret, every dare. I press play on nothing, hear you like you're breathing in the air. You're the flicker and the static of my mind, little ghost in the glow. When I close my eyes, every quiet room turns into that night. You're the echo I keep chasing in the light. If I reach out, will you still feel right? Or are you just a shadow on the drive, fading slow, past the edge of my Maybe we were only meant to be a moment, not a life. But I keep seeing us reflected in every passing pair of lights. If I ever learn to let you go, will the colors turn to white? Or will I always find you waiting in the corners of my mind? You're the flicker and the static of my mind, little ghost in the glow. When I close my eyes, every quiet room turns into that night. You're the echo I keep chasing in the light. If I reach out, will you still feel right? Or are you just a shadow on the drive, fading slow, past the edge of my hindsight? Old sweater on the backseat, fog on the glass, tracing your name. Street signs blur into into halos, red taillights drifting away. Shadows on the drive home, you hear that in your memory. Every little echo wants a part of you I keep. I reach across the empty air, like you're still sitting there. Shadows on the drive home, fading slow, but not from me. Your playlist still on repeat, laughing in lines I can't skip. Mouth of the bottle half open, like we just paused to take a breath. Shadows on the drive home, you hear that in your memory. Every little echo's the part of you I keep. I reach across the empty air, like you're still sitting there. Shadows on the drive home, fading slow, but not from me. Maybe I'll turn at our corner, let the engine idle and stay. Watch the windows fill with color, till the past feels far away. Shadows on the drive home, you're here in your memory. Every little echo holds the part of you I keep. I reach across the empty air, like you're still sitting there. Shadows on the drive home, fading slow, but not from me.
The kettle whispers in a cloud of white, the only conversation in the night. The piano wanders like a leaf on tea. Finally there's no one left but me. I'm turning off the echoes of the crowd, the heavy voices that were far too loud. The world is shrinking to this velvet chair. I breathe the coolness of the midnight air. A sub-bass heartbeat, gentle and profound, a secret rhythm in the lack of sound. 150 sparks within the mind, leaving all the frantic years behind. I'm bathing in a sovereign kind of silence, far away from all the hollow violence. The violin is a ribbon made of light, dancing through the hollow of the night. In the expansive reverb of my soul, of this abandoned holy space. The italics hum a warm organic glow, watching how the inner shadows flow. I am the keeper of this golden hour, the gentle kind of peace, a quiet power. The strings are stretching like a wakened dream, flowing down a wide and crystal stream. The pulse is constant, steady as a star. I like exactly who and where we are. No more searching for a misview, no more trying to be someone new. Let the reverb take the world away in this stillness. I will always stay. Sovereign silence, the light is low, piano drifting in the glow. Alone, alone, alone. The smell of oil and ancient wooden gears, a library of all my wasted years. The piano ticks like brass against a spring, waiting for the silence that it brings. I'm polishing the surface of a lens, tracing where the circle starts and ends. The dust is hanging heavy in the light, the only witness to the coming night. A sub-bass rumble in the iron floor, a ghost is leaning on the workshop door. 150 moments in a row, watching all the shadows start to grow. I'm lost inside the clockwork of a sigh, watching every minute bleed and die. The violin is a needle on the glass, waiting for the ghost of us to pass. In the expansive reverb of the room, I'm building pillars in the growing gloom. A breathy whisper, warning, bittersweet, finding logic in the frantic beat. The electronic hum, a steady rhythmic prayer to a memory that isn't really there. I am a craftsman of the empty hour, losing all my patience and my power. The strings are stretching tight across the wheel, trying to forget the way I feel. The pulse is constant, cold and counting down, while the snow is falling on the town. If I could break the mainspring of the world and see the velvet tapestry unfurl, I'd stop the hands exactly where they stand and hold the grains of time inside my hand. Chronos fatigue, the gears are slowing, piano The altitude is climbing through the blue, searching for a frequency that leads to you. The piano drops like ice into the deep, a promise that a machine tried to keep. I'm reading codes upon a flickering screen, the ghost of every place I've never been. The air is cold and thin inside the wire, a hollow choir for a dying fire. A sub-bass pulse, a heavy rhythm heart, breaking all the distance into parts. 150 flashes in the night, chasing down the last of the satellite light. I'm sending out alone telemetry across the desert of the silent sea. The violin is a needle in the dark, searching for a faint electric spark in the expansive reverb of the sky. I'm watching every star begin to die, a breathy whisper, distant and alone, a transmission to the great unknown. The italics hum a steady, lonely song to a shadow that has been away too long. I am a witness to the drifting void, where the memory of us was destroyed. The strings are stretching thin across the haze, like the ending of 1,000 different days. The pulse is steady, cold and calculated, a lonely signal that's been underrated. If I'm lost between the ones and zeros, among the fallen, the forgotten heroes, let the static be my final resting bed, where the unsaid words are finally read. Broken at the soul, piano drifting off the course, waiting. Red light bathing every corner of the room, a quiet garden where the shadows bloom. The piano ripples like a chemical trail, washing all the certainties away. I'm dipping memories in a shallow bath, trying to find the ghost of a different path. The texture of your skin begins to show in a soft and monochromatic glow. A heavy pulse beneath the darkroom floor, a rhythm knocking on a locked up door. 150 flashes of the past, nothing in this frame was built to last. Caught in the process of a slow reveal, trying to remember how to really feel. The violin is a sharpened everything I lost is suddenly here. The sub-bass shivers like a nervous lump, while the heavy velvet drapes are hung. I am a witness to the fading light, a developer of the deepest night. The electronics hum a sterile tune underneath the glow of a neon moon. I've memorized the grain upon your face, lost inside this liquid frozen space. Let the colors bleed into the gray. Let the morning take the rest away. If I vanish in the selling sea, at least the image will be part of me. Silver highlight, watching the grain, piano falling like summer rain. Stay. The city is a blueprint drawn in gray, a map of everywhere I ran away. The piano hits like salt upon a bruise, in a game where I have nothing left to lose. I'm standing where the oxygen is thin, tracing the map beneath my heavy skin. No more faces in the crowded street, just the friction of the concrete and my feet. A subterranean hum, a low end growl, watching the shadows on the midnight prowl. 150 flashes in the brain, trying to wash away the digital rain. I'm building a cathedral out of dust, a sanctuary for the things I trust. The violin is a wire pulled too tight, screaming through the hollow of the night. In the expensive wash of the machine, I'm searching for the space in between, a breathy whisper in a world of stone, learning how to be alone. The sub-bass is a heartbeat in the dark, searching for a faint organic spark. I'm a carbon copy of a ghost I knew, fading in the static, fading out of view. The electronics pulse against my chest, a restless engine that will never rest. I've memorized the silence of the room, wrapped inside this cinematic groove. Let the reverb swallow every word, the most beautiful sound you've never heard. If I disappear into the sound, I'll finally be on solid ground. Carbon blueprints in the air, the piano remains, and I'm
climax holds its breath in a delicate dance of life and death. White lace frosting on the window pane, while the piano mimics frozen rain. I'm tracing circles on the silver leaf, a quiet sanctuary for my grief. The steam is rising from a porcelain cup, waiting for the stars to gather up. A clockwork rhythm in the heavy deep, waking up the secrets that I keep. 150 flickers of the soul, trying to make the broken pieces whole. We're blooming like petals made of glass, watching the lonely seasons pass. The violin is a wire in the wind, tracing the places where we sin. In the expansive echo of the hall, I'm waiting for the final leaf to fall. Breath against the cold, a soft retreat, finding the rhythm in the frantic beat. The sub-bass trembles like a dormant earth, giving a hollow kind of sorrow birth. I am a specimen under the light, preserved in the amber of the night. No more searching for a steady hand, I'm a kingdom built on shifting sand. The electronic pulse is a silver thread, sewing the words that were never said. If the glass should shatter, let it ring, let the strings become a living thing, a symphony of fragments in the air, lost in the silence of a prayer. Glass petals, sharp and clear, falling upward and still here. Motes of dust are dancing in the beam, caught between a memory and a dream. The piano counts the seconds one by one, counting down the setting of the sun. I feel the texture of the quiet air, like a ribbon tangled in my hair. No more ghosts are knocking at my door. I don't wait for footsteps anymore, but the sub-bass hums a hollow tune underneath a pale and paper moon. Every heartbeat strikes a different chord, a silent battle, a velvet sword, spinning in a frame of static gold. Stories that will never be retold. The violin is pulling at the tide, where the lonely constellations hide. We are suspended in the vast delay, watching where the spirit of the music flows faster now, the pulse begins to climb, breaking through the architects of time. If I shatter, let me turn to light. A million tiny stars across the night. Static gold in the rushing fold. Piano fading. Breathe, stay. The pulse of the city is slowing down, while the wires hum a silver sound. I'm tracing the edge of a porcelain sky where the birds of static learn to fly. The piano keys are cold to touch. I never thought I'd miss this much. The weight of your shadow against the wall, waiting for the heavy rain to fall. 150 beats per breath, dancing on the edge of life and death. A soft vibration in the floor. I don't know who I am anymore. Lost in the wash of a vast river, the kind of ache you can't disturb. The violin is a velvet knife, cutting through the layers of my life. I'm drifting out on a glass horizon, watching the sun that's never rising. Hold me in the pulse, hold me in the blur, in the memory, the way we were. The sub-bass ghost begins to moan, a kingdom made of skin and bone. I'm whispering secrets to the synth, lost inside your velvet labyrinth. The strings are pulling at the air, a ghostly touch that isn't there. In the space between the digital sides, I see the flickering of your eyes. Let the echo drown the room, let the silence start to bloom. If I'm a signal lost at sea, don't come back to rescue me. Just a breath, just a frayed thread on the glass horizon. Don't come and rescue me. Just a breath, just a frayed thread on the glass horizon, where the light is shed. The dawn is pulling on the windowsill, spilling over ivory cold and still. In every grain of wood my fingers trace, I find the ghost of a forgotten place. The shadows in the alley know our names, fading embers of the former flame. Like a violin that's weeping in the dark, memory is just a stray wandering spark. A steady pulse, a rhythm beat, where the ghost of your voice and the silence meet. Even the softest, lightest tremor in the air shakes the ocean hidden deep down there. At the edge of the stream, stretching so wide, I'm still drifting on your restless tide. I reach for the echo, the gold in the gray, but like transparent mist, you slip away. If I could win back the clock, turn the key, would I find the us that used to be in this melody that blurs and starts to bloom? I'd gladly stay within this hollow room. Dust is settling on the wooden shelf. Time is a secret I keep to myself. The clouds are heavy, leaning on the glass. Electronic pulses, watch the hours pass. As the sub-bass hums beneath my feet, the weight of longing makes the heart retreat. A lonely voyage you will never see, across the waters of my own history. The forest made of layers, strings and sound. I don't mind if I am never found, as long as these ripples keep moving on. I'll find your shore before the light is gone, fading away. Fake and slow, bit by bit, in a room where only the piano sits. I'm still here. Found your sweater in the backseat, dust on the glass late June. Some faded picture in the visor, me half asleep on you. Traffic lights bleed in the rear view, we hummed along off key. Funny how nothing really mattered till it turned into memory. You're the flicker and the static of my mind, little ghost in the glow when I close my eyes. Every quiet room turns into that night. You're the echo, you're the echo I keep chasing in the light. If I reach out, will you still feel right? Or are you just a shadow on the drive? Fading slow, past the edge of my hindsight. Box of letters in the closet, folded corners, coffee stains. Your name circling my heartbeat like a song I can't explain. I still know the way you whispered every secret, every dare. I press play on nothing, hear you like you're breathing in the air. You're the flicker and the static of my mind, little ghost in the glow when I close my eyes. Every quiet room turns into the night. You're reflected in every passing pair of lights. If I ever learn to let you go, will the colors turn to white? Or will I always find you waiting in the corners of my mind? You're the flicker and the static of my mind, little ghost in the glow when I close my eyes. Every quiet room turns into the night. You're the echo I keep chasing in the light. If I reach out, will it still feel right? Or are you just a shadow on the drive, fading slow, past the edge of my hindsight? Old sweater on the backseat, fog on the glass, tracing your name. Street signs blur into halos, red tail lights drifting away. Shadows on the drive home, you're here, then you're a memory. Every little echo holds the part of you I keep. I reach across the empty air like you're still sitting there. Shadows on the drive home, fading slow, but not for me. Your playlist still on repeat, laughing in lines I can't skip. Mouth of the bottle, half open like we just paused to take a breath. Shadows on the drive home, you're here, then you're a memory. Every little echo holds the part of you I keep. I reach across the empty air like you're still sitting there. Shadows on the drive home, fading slow, but not for me. Maybe I'll turn at our corner, let the engine idle and stay. Watch the windows fill with color till the past feels far away. Shadows on the drive home, you're here,